All right, good morning, tribe, and welcome to the donut shop at the beginning of the world. Just a minute. Yeah, that's backwards. Good enough. Good morning, world, and welcome to the donut shop at the beginning of the world. I am your host, Dr. Mark Merriweather Vorderbrücken, coming to you live from Marine's backyard, virtually. Yeah, tribe member Maureen, the horse lady, the lady who broke her arm but is back. This is the sort of thing she gets to see looking out her backyard. Very, very, very nice. And it is Thursday. I was looking at my StreamYard thing and I had screwed up some stuff. And so I had to quickly recreate or edit a future event to be today. So I'm coming to you from the future. Hey, Charles, good morning. Hey, Maureen, hello, hello. So, yeah, a busy morning running around trying to get stuff set up. Hey, Kimberlyn, you're here early. Yeah, so Maureen sent me a bunch of pictures yesterday, and it's like, oh, that's really pretty. Ooh, that's really pretty. Ooh, that's really pretty. That's really, really pretty. And so I decided balloons. Because the balloons, not only was it a kind of a pretty picture, but it was a cool picture. Hey, Donna. Good morning. Darlene, hello. How's everyone on this day? Whew, made it through to this point this week. So I'll mention this throughout the show, even though we only have 13 people here, but that's okay. There's a good chance that I will be moving the Medicine Man, or moving the donut shop over to the Medicine Man Facebook side of things. Hey, John, good morning. Bernice, hello. So the dictate came down yesterday to grow our social media, the Medicine Man Facebook and Instagram and all that, to, basically they wanted to be one of the top Instagram accounts, pages, whatever you want to call it, on the internet, like 1 million people. So this is, of course, after the beginning, when they said that the social media would be basically an afterthought. If you want to do some stuff on that mark, go ahead and do some stuff on social media, but don't make it a big deal. Yeah, okay, so, Kimberlyn, yes, I did post a poll on swag stuff, and then I felt bad about it because we're having the supply chain issues with the blood pressure pill, and it felt wrong to try and promote non-medicinal stuff when I can't get the medicine part to the people who want it. So, yeah, like I said, I felt guilty and I took it down. Hey, Sarah. Good morning. Tammy, hello. Oh, wait, okay, I thought you had broken your arm earlier this year. Didn't the horse throw you, or was that a different horse lady? Was it Jennifer? Okay. Oh, coffee. That's it. I'll just get more coffee. Yeah. I think I mentioned before that in the British military guide, the soldiers, in their actual operating procedures, if they get lost and confused, step one is to sit down and brew a cup of tea and just focus on making the tea, also keeping your own personal safety in mind, but just brew the tea, calm down, chill out, figure out, where you may have made a wrong turn or something like that, instead of just running randomly around looking for some place that looks familiar, because it's not going to look familiar. Okay, oh, it was a different horse lady, huh? Now I'm wondering who that was. Ooh, Charles, adding oak leaf to the basil, cucumber, yellow beans, okra, basil, abundant and healing health tart. Yes, the tannic acids have a number of different things going on there. Oh, okay. I wrote a long post. I love shopping swag. I shop for 4 different companies under Baby Cox. Ooh, it sounds like you're an expert in swag. We may need your expertise. Ah, okay. Dion had a broken arm a few weeks ago. Maybe that's who you're thinking. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Thank you, Donna. I get confused. Hey, the Canadians are in the house. Good morning, Laura. Marine, I am still successful keeping my horse between me and the ground. Well, that's good. There are certain horses that don't feel that is their right spot. That it should be ground human horse. Or some of them just enjoy watching humans bounce across the ground after dumped. Ooh. Jill, good morning, Jill. Good morning, tribe. Nice and muggy here today in San Antonio, cleaning carpets this morning. I think in this house, no, that sounds bad. I was going to say, we've decided feet are used to dirt, and so cleaning carpets is optional, but no, that's not true. It's a joke, in case Mrs. Weather is watching later. We will vacuum. Oh, man. Sore neck. I think I slept wrong last night. You ever wake up in the morning and there's just this like layer of pond scum around your mouth? And I don't know why that would be, other than the fact that I've been up ridiculous, even more ridiculous hours than normal. But I actually asked my wife last night, Mrs. Weather, hey, was I snoring last night? Because when I get really, really, really exhausted is when I snore. And she says I didn't. So, but then she also followed up, I was asleep though. And, you know, she sleeps like a rock. So, anyway. Oh, yeah. Donna, okay, Dion didn't get thrown by a horse. It was a boating accident. That's right. Good memory, Donna. Ah, Laura, good morning. I'm ready for fall. How about y'all? Most definitely. Ah, most definitely. Okay. Okay, good timing here. I enjoy purchasing swag to support small businesses, especially if the small businesses does business for the swag through small businesses. That was kind of difficult to read, but it's a perfect segue. Got a new knife. I was talking about a new knife, and so the Carpenters, Diana and Den, they're usually here in the morning, and they're carplets, the kids. Dan has a small business. He has the metal shop. He has the laser engravers and so forth. Well, that's causing problems with the... Anyway, long story short, he was able to purchase this knife for me wholesale and engrave it with like the elvish sort of stuff. And then send it on to me. So at a really reasonable price. So yeah, thinking for, at least for sporting small companies, like I was thinking some metal camp cups or the drinking bottles or something like that. But I don't know, this is just it just looks elvish. I was looking through his catalog of what knives he could order, and I just really liked the look of this one. And so now it's the knife. I have other the knives, but this is now the knife. And what really impressed me is you can't feel this, but whatever the power of the laser he was using to etch this actually dug down into the steel. It was awesome. So it's like a 1/10 of a millimeter deep or something. Very, very cool. But yeah, I hope to throw more business his way. Okay, grape leaf vine grows on a glass porch without leaf blemishes. Is outside grape leaf harder to find without? Yeah, It's hard to find the clean grape leaves. Daily grape leaf is raw or steamed. Cool. So you're taking a daily dose of grape leaf. Good choice. Huh. All right. Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad. Good morning, everyone. Another hot, hazy, humid morning. Yeah, we're in the August here. We're at the end of August. But very soon you will get a break from the heat, Dad, Mom. We will not down here. Hey, Jacqueline. Good morning. How are things out in your place? How's your medicine garden growing? Hey, Charles. Hello. Ooh. A horse decided my hands were too pretty, so one broke one of the fingers permanently. ER doc didn't help when he tried to set it and broke a chunk of bone off. Ah! Ooh, that sounds unpleasant. It sounds very unpleasant. It's been a challenge, but after 4 years, we are doing well. Fun fact, together, Horse and I have combined age of 79, goal 100. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, the knife is sweet. So, for those of you following along at home, so it's a Columbia River knife and tool company, which makes good quality knives. So CRKT, and then it is, will it work? So a Jettison model. And so this knife was actually designed by a Texas knife maker. Does it have his name on here? Yeah. Carter. I can't remember his first name now. So the Columbia River Knife and Tool, they like to find small knife manufacturers or, like custom knife makers and say, hey, have you got a cool design? And if they do, then say, hey, let's slap your name on it. Let's mass produce it. Let's get it out there. And usually it works out really well. So I'm really liking it. It has a good feel. It has a good balance. And it's wicked sharp. And it's engraved. Okay, I know. Very cool. Do you have a link to Carpenter's webpage or Facebook page? I know Den has pasted it a few times. Usually they show up. So Den or Diana or any of the Carpenters, if you're out there, pop up so people can reach out to you. Hey, Helen's here, getting the hugs. Helen hug. Hey, Kathleen, good morning. Hey, Tim. Ooh, yeah, Dad. Beautiful knife. I have many knives and can't remember where they all came from. I know one of the favorite ones was it a birthday gift from Paul? The younger one, the skinning knife, the for cutting up the deer. Hey, Tina. Good morning. Julie, hello. John Mark. Howdy. Tim, one can never have too many knives. Unfortunately, I'm putting that to the test. I have this fear if we need a plumber to come up and do some work in our bathroom. Nothing serious, so it's not high on the list. But I'm thinking, man, I need to hide all the knives I got laying around the bedroom before they come up. Because there's a lot of knives here. Some big ones. Nope. Hey, Kiri. Good morning. I'm going to beat you to it, Kiri. I'm going to drink some coffee. Yes, Laura is another knife aficionado, and yeah, Columbia River Knife and Tool are my favorites. And my previous daily carry knife was also Columbia River Knife and Tool cricket knife, but it's been replaced. Jacqueline, Medicine Garden is going great. The weeds feel like a jungle, but I'm trying to keep it native and pesticide free. Yeah, that's a good idea. I have a nice balance of medicinal and native. I love my garden. Cool. Hey, Jennifer, good morning. Ooh, Kathleen, headed for the third poke in the arm today. Prayers, it isn't a horrid reaction. Did you have a bad reaction to the second poke? I'm thinking if you did not have a bad reaction to the second poke, hopefully you won't have a bad reaction to the third poke. But if you did have a bad reaction to the second poke, it may have a bad reaction to the third poke. Let us know. Okay? But prayers and vibrations sent your way. Gary, you just woke up too. More of them barely went to bed, but yeah. Okay. Has anyone here ever tried growing stevia? I've tried growing it in a pot in a windowsill. That generally does really good with plants. Faces south, nice big window. But the stevia, it really didn't do much. It just always stayed kind of scraggly and so forth. So that's my one experience with stevia. Yep. And I will say, it with the etching, maybe it kind of looks like some truck stop $12 Chinese knife sort of thing, but it's not. But yeah, good quality. Some nice steel to the blade. That sort of thing. Okay, Sarah, I have grown stevia, but established plant, not from seeds. Okay. Okay, I know someone who bought a plant in a nursery. Don't know how it did. Not a person I keep in touch with. Oh, John is here. What's up? What's up? What's up, my donut shop? I'll take 3 jelly donuts with asterisibellius filling. All right, we'll get that right out to you, sir. Just have a seat over here and enjoy the lovely music. The song of my people. I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, Jacqueline. Okay, I'm not surprised here. I grew stevia in a raised bed garden side. It did amazing. Awesome. Oh, good morning, Deborah. Sorry to hear about your crepe mold or your black mold. So having a terrible time with black mold and the crepe nettles this year. Been using pesticide and washing with soap. Any suggestions? Unfortunately, not really right now. I mean, it's just been so wet that it is a losing battle. Maybe some Epsom salt wash, maybe a little neem oil, something like that. But at this point, sometimes it looks ugly, but it's not going to be overly damaging to the tree. So sometimes you just got to wait for the sun and the heat to finally come out, dry it, and blast it. All right, Jennifer, good morning. Gifted daughter with a big ol' knife. She keeps it clipped to her belt. When the grands act up, she just pops the clip, gives a pointed glare, and order is restored. John, okay. John Mark, how is your Moon and Mars plants going? Yeah, so I did an update yesterday. So of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, basically 6 blends of lunar soil and cow manure and Mars soil and cow manure and all that. In the end, only 1 wild onion seed sprouted. That was in the 100% lunar soil, so no desiccated cow poop in that. The lunar soil I thought would actually probably be the worst of the soil and least likely for anything to grow. But he got named Mo the moon onion. Mo the moon onion. He's over 10 millimeters tall now. So 100. Sorry, he's over 100 millimeters tall now. He's growing great. There's a little side shoot coming off him. So yeah, he's doing all right. None of the other seeds sprouted, and yesterday I went through and dug them all out of their different test soils to see if maybe they had sprouted and then died, but it looks like none of them even began to germinate. They look healthy. They look like they're still good. So I'm replanting them and continuing on the experiment. Today was the deadline for the report on the project, so I sent that in around midnight last night, a little later. So technically the experiments are over, but it's not over for me. So I'm going to keep going. So I'm going to keep growing Mo and doing everything I can. I want him to go his entire life and produce new seeds in the moon soil. I'm hoping that the other seeds will eventually germinate because I put 3 seeds, well, 2 onion seeds in each of the moon soil things and 3 onion seeds in each of the Mars soils. And I'm going to take one of those seeds from each and put it in just regular potting soil and see if maybe there was something in the soil itself that was preventing germination. So there's still a lot of science to be done. I'm a little frustrated because the organization that was making and sending out the soils for NASA kind of screwed things up, and so a lot of us didn't receive our soils until halfway through the window of the experiment. So I don't have quite as long of time to run the experiment as some of the others did, but government efficiency at its finest. Oh well. Okay, while I was talking, all sorts of more comments came up. Hey, Johnny. Oops. People have shock faces. I don't know why. Okay. Oh, yeah. Stevia doesn't seem as scary as xylitol. Yeah, especially if you have a dog. The xylitol is poisonous to dogs. Not sure about cats. Yep. Go, Mo. Mo is cool. I like Mo. Hey, Doug. Good morning, all. Can't stay. New students arriving. Oh, cool. Just wanted to wish you all a great day. Have fun with the students. You're doing good work there, my friend. Hey, Nicole. Good morning. Great. You almost had a donut store theme song there. I just need some scary gothic bells or drums with it. Hey, again, perfect thing. So it's been decided, among other things, that Medicine Man needs a theme music, bumper music. Just, you know how like NBC, there are certain like 4-note, 3-note, things that you go, oh, that's such and such company. And so the desire is that Medicine Man has something like that. And the thought is drums and wolf howlings. I can't say howlings. So it's like, okay, you want drums with wolves in the background. Luckily, through the magic of the internet, I might actually have it here. I was able to create something. Just a second here. Kind of what we're looking for, but there's an issue with copyright. So something along those lines. The problem is we need, non-copyrighted music. So if anyone has a big-ass drum out there and a dog that howls on command, kind of looking at you there, Laura, Canadian, we might be able to work something out, a trade of some sort. So, yeah. Ooh, okay, what are some good crops that would grow good on a shady slope with wildlife visitors? Okay, so there's a number of different things there. I would start with Turk's Cap. So Turk's Cap, native hibiscus. It grows in sun, it grows in shade, it grows in clay, it grows in sand, it grows in nice thick loam, all those sort of things. The flowers are edible, the leaves are edible, the fruit is edible. It's a pretty plant. The wildlife actually enjoys it, and that'd be a good start. And then black nightshade with its delicious little berries. Believe it or not, black nightshade is edible berries. Those are 2 that just pop into my head. American beautyberry. It doesn't like sun. It prefers shade, so that's good. You can make the wonderful jelly from the berries. And then you also get the insect repellent things if you harvest and crush up the leaves. Ooh, John, back about knives. Talking about knives, I will be having a prison shanking class at my art studio. You will learn how to properly make the entrance wound, how to get rid of the weapon, and how to survive solitary confinement. All right, and like I said, you want it to, you want stabbing, not slashing. So, all right. Okay. So this is a good question. This might end up being the rest of the discussion for the show. Okay, can you grow mushrooms on the moon? I mean, isn't that how everything started? Yeah. So one of the issues with mushrooms is you need some sort of growth media, usually some sort of sawdust or something like that. And so on the lunar soil itself, because the mushrooms aren't going to be able to grow like Mo the moon onion is doing just in the soil. They need the wood or coffee grounds or cow poop or something like that they are specifically evolved to eat, and so you have to give them that. So some of the issues then are you need to have a constant supply of the mushroom food, like the sawdust or something. You can't just reuse the soil over and over and over and then take the food scraps and compost them and add them back into the soil, because the mushrooms, they're not growing on the soil per se. They're growing on usually like leaf litter or something like that. So that becomes an expensive proposition, because then you have to constantly be sending the bags of sawdust or coffee grounds up to the moon. So not so good there. For space flights, if you're, say, going to Mars, it's 8 months to 12 months trip there, and then 8 to 12 months trip back. All that same sort of problem. You would have to stock up all this growth substrate to for the mushrooms to grow on. The other issue is that the mushrooms, remember, they produce by spores. So instead of seeds, they're constantly dropping these little microscopic one-cell mushroom babies that then float around and find a good new place to start growing. So they require gravity to drop from the mushroom. So there probably wouldn't be a lot of spores dropping, but the spores that do get dropped, instead of just dropping directly down into the soil on a spaceship where there's no gravity, they're just going to start floating around and maybe be inhaled by the astronauts, or end up someplace where, hey, there's something kind of like food here, like an instruction manual or something like that. I'm going to see what I can do here, and in the process chew up the instruction manual. I'm sure most things are going to be a computer, but they do have the documentation of a few hard dead tree copies in case the computers go down. So generally mushrooms are frowned upon as too resource intensive for space travel or space colonies or lunar colonies, Mars colonies, and also have the extra added danger of these spores can end up where they are unwanted and cause problems. So space mushrooms would be cool, but until they already have a fully functioning forest ecosystem habitat in the moon or Mars, it's probably unlikely for them to make the trip. Hey, Wade, good morning. All right, Carrie, can you write an updated report this winter and send it in? Possibly. Probably what it will do is it'll go to some of my other NASA contacts, not the Institute of Competition Sciences. Institute of whatever the place is. Yeah, the subgroup. NASA has a lot of subcategories. Tina, whose yard today? This is Maureen, looking out her backyard, watching the balloons fly. Yeah, a jingle. Hey, Dina, good morning. Yeah, Medicine Man needs a jingle. Yep, need some bass drums, some big old drum. Ooh, my Chihuahua does a pretty good woof call to be so small. That would be interesting. We need to hear that. I want to hear the Chihuahuan wolf howl. The Wolves and Drum Jingle is so effing awesome. So those of you who spend any time at the Renaissance festivals, the drums that were used in there was a drum solo thing from Tartanic, the Scottish warrior band Tartanic, who is awesome. If you like Scottish battle music with drums and bagpipes, they're your people. The other night I'd go outside at 3 a.m. and a little northwest of me I heard a pack of coyotes. Weekend out, so humans howling. That's a possibility. Okay, Darlene, I have grown stevia from seed in a pot, put outside in dappled shade. It did fine, weedy looking plant, but it was sweet. Yeah, it's amazing when you try one of the leaves. It's like, this is sweet. This is weird. But okay, yours looked weedy too. It's mine. It looked like a really weedy mint. I guess it was a mint family member, isn't it? All right, my dogs howl every time the doorbell rings. All three howl in chorus. We need recordings, Laura. Send me recordings of your dogs howling. Oh, my dog just moved close to me while playing that video. Okay, hold up. Those of you with dogs, get ready to comfort them. Ba-bum. Oh, hold up. Of course, the alarm goes off right when the... There. How did people's dogs respond to that? Well, that would be cool. If we found a jingle that would trigger people's dogs to go, yes, they speak my language. You should buy their stuff. That would be good. Okay, I got pots and pans and a chihuahua that howls when a siren goes by. Cool. So muffled dogs howl when the doorbell gets rung. Oh man, S. Okay, spent last 2 days with a friend suffering from rheumatoid arthritis. Doctors almost killed her trying 3 different medicines, and she's getting a special type of infusion treatment next week. One of the meds really messed with her mind. She's better now, but still struggling. Any suggestions? Skull cap. I'm combined with the brain pill, but skull cap. You can buy like skull cap tea and capsules. From Amazon, from herbal shops. I recommend finding an herbal shop you trust us, or you probably might even have some skullcap, on your property. They pretty much all have the same medicinal qualities, but skullcap is one of the best for fixing the brain after it suffered some sort of injury or damage. So was it scullaria? Like Scullaria Drummondii or something like that in your area probably. But look, yeah, skullcap. That's my go-to. Like I said, that was introduced to me, John Slatterly, the herbalist who's out in the West Texas area. After I had the bicycle crash and I had the concussion and all that. And so he loaded me up with the skullcap tea and some other stuff. But it was mainly the skullcap. And of course, I would also throw the brain pill in there too. And that's not because I make the brain pill and earn money from the brain pill. It's because I think it will help. Oh man, that sucks. Oh, there's a lady who makes wolf sounds and turns it into music. Her name is Olena Utai. Her voice is remarkable. All nature animal sounds with hand drums and a jar harp. Oh, the doing, 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 doing thing. Cool. Okay, I'll have to check her out. Is she like on YouTube, I assume, or something? Oh man, Alan found a case trapper locker style with Bodark scales, not an everyday carry knife. 4.125 inches long blade. That was beautiful. Man, oh, send me a picture of that. I would love to see that. Case there's some high quality knives. They used to be, maybe some of the newer ones, but man, with the Bodark scales. Nice. Know someone who has rheumatoid arthritis and had infusions before losing job insurance last year? Those infusions really helped her out a lot. Expensive though. Yep, Mark Watney poop for growing media. And I reference him in the report. And also I'll be talking about him in the big presentation next week. Hey Tina, good morning. Siri, hello. Is this Siri or her daughter or both? They should just do sprouts in a mason jar. Don't need seed or don't need soil. Yeah, and that's actually something they do. But the goal is for long term, they want to have self-sustaining crops. So they want to get the thing all the way to produce seeds, especially on a Mars or lunar colony. So if you eat the sprouts, they don't get the seeds. So the goal eventually is to do that. Okay, I noticed that Mo is growing on the edge of the soil. Could he actually be growing between the cup side and the soil semi-hydroponically while the rest of the experiment seeds are smothered? Hey, that's a really good question. So, and I think one thing I noticed is when I was digging up some of the seeds, they were deeper than when I originally planted them. So I think there's something about the soil that when it was wet and shifting around and things sunk. But that is a very good thing. If Mo is right up against the cardboard, he might actually be protected some from the soil. Or as you mentioned, hydroponically, basically growing in a damp paper towel. There's no real good way of checking that wouldn't hurt Mo. But, I'll take what I'll get right now. But yeah, that's an excellent observation. That might have been the thing. So one of the things that would suggest would be to make up some more and plant them, around the edges of the cups and see if that actually triggers some growth somehow. One thing I'm bummed about is the Walmart no longer has those round trays that I really like for moon stuff and Mars stuff. Hey Henry, good morning. Almost the weekend, my friend. Doing anything fun? Yep. Everyone whose dogs howl, record and send to Mark. My dogs just bark. Ooh, drums get with the Houston area. Oh, that's a cow. I don't know how to pronounce that. Tyco drum team. I know the ones they're talking about though. They have drums taller than you. Yeah, the dragon drums. I don't have. So in the redone version of Return of the Jedi, when they changed the music thing in there, they got some big drums there. That's the same sort of dragon drums. I figured you would know Tartanic there, Jacqueline. Yep. Texas Renaissance Festival rocks. I'm going Hallows Eve. Oh, I believe it. Don't know when we're going this year. We usually go once or twice. Hey, Kelly, you slept in. Okay, I guess we got to recap everything for Kelly. So, no, we're not going to recap. But, okay, we'll recap a few things. Got a cool knife. Mushrooms in space are bad. I need the sounds of wolves howling and big drum beats. You're here. Hey, Diana. So people want to know more about the knife from Den. So tell Den that people really like the knife he did. I love the knife. It's going to be surgically attached to me, I think. Probably by accident. And by surgically, well, maybe not surgically. Okay, Maureen, I read recently that stevia should be avoided for health reasons. Is that correct? Stevia is my go-to sweetener. I don't know. I haven't heard anything. I haven't followed any of that. So, good question. I don't know. One thing you should always ask yourself when you hear about bad stuff like this is who profits?
Carry on.
Carry on. Ugh. Okay. Okay. What were we talking about? Oh, who profits? So, sometimes you gotta ask who paid for the studies, who is promoting it, that sort of thing. So you might discover that, the National Sugar Council or something like that is saying, hey, you know what we discovered? Stevia is bad for you. Not saying that's the case, but it's always worth checking into. Yeah, bye-bye. Oh, holy, it's late here. Okay, so we were talking, oh man, lots of, hey, Kimberly. Siri and her son. Hello, Siri's son. Okay, and plan to work on Grumpy the Truck. Cool, Henry. Oh, yes. I haven't eaten the candies yet because I'm putting the sweet tarts in my lunch, and I'll probably eat them today. And then, like with all the other artwork they've sent me, it's up on our refrigerator. So very, very, very cool. Thank you. Knox and Ellie. Top notch there, kids. Like it. Okay. It is getting late. It's time for the group take. Yay, group take, because it's actually way past time for group take because I was playing with House. The immune pill. The brain pill. Come on here. The liver pill. Oh, Laura. Canadian Laura. Try ordering the brain pill again. We just had a order go out to Australia through Amazon. We're not set up for Australia, but Amazon sent it to them, so we'll see what happens. The uric acid pill. I figure if we can ship to Australia, we should be able to ship to you. The blood pressure pill. Taking one of those. Serenity pill. I live on the edge. The libido pill. Hey. And last but not least, the Stonebreaker pill. Okay. So, Siri, my 11-year-old wants to know why you don't make pills for him. Because a few reasons there. First, son, you are probably perfect already and don't need these sort of things. Because you are still acting like a cave person. You're probably running around outside, playing around, doing things, stimulating your brain, stimulating your body, and doing all these things that years of just sitting, not doing anything have led to. So keep doing that. I'm going to get you in trouble here. Siri's probably going to be frowning at me here, but yeah. Let loose your inner wild child, but don't burn things down. But run, climb, jump, skip, splash, do that sort of stuff. Keep doing that as long as possible, and you won't need these pills. So, all right, at this point, it is 8:02. I got to get going. So, love you. Mom, Dad, love you. Tribe, love you. See you all tomorrow. I need to fix some StreamYard stuff so it's ready for tomorrow because I screwed some stuff up. But, all right, cool. No, we prefer the wild child. Excellent. Stay wild, people. All right. End broadcast.